Friendship is a timeless theme, but some TV shows create better bonds than others. There are shows dedicated to friendship entirely, but the interpersonal relationships characters forge transcend genre. There are just as many friendships in rom-coms as there are in horror. Whether it's unlikely friendships in TV shows or pairs who have been close since birth, friendship is universal. While every TV show plot inherently relies on friendship in some way, shape, or form, that doesn't mean every duo on television is healthy. Some of the most toxic relationships on TV are between supposed best friends, not lovers. Nevertheless, television is meant to mirror the real world, and that includes realistic, complicated friendships that stand the test of time. 25 SpongeBob and Patrick SpongeBob SquarePants. Undoubtedly, one of the most iconic pairs in TV history is SpongeBob and Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants. Aside from being neighbors, the dynamic duo often go on whimsical misadventures together, ranging from jellyfish hunting to raising a colic-ridden clam. SpongeBob and Patrick's friendship is not without trials and tribulations, but they always accept the best and the worst of one another, making them a historic pairing. 24 Jack and Karen. Will and Grace Moviestyles DB. The title characters may be the true focus of Will and Grace, but the secondary leads, Jack, Sean Hayes, and Karen, Megan Mullally, steal the show. The rich socialite and flamboyant performer become fast friends, as Karen and Jack instantly bond over their shared traits. Throughout the series, Jack and Karen are a pair you don't want to cross, but there's a tenderness beneath the surface that makes their friendship wholesome, despite their devilish pranks. 23 JD and Turk Scrubs Moviestyles DB. When it comes to workplace friendships on TV, medical dramas are the holy grail. In Scrubs, JD, Zach Braff, and Turk, Donald Faison, are best friends and interns at the same hospital, but their bond is a source of ire for everyone else around them. JD and Turk bring out the worst in each other, which makes them entertaining to watch but probably awful to work with. As roommates and co-workers, though, they're adorably attached at the hip. 22 Liz and Jack 30 Rock Moviestyles DB. At the crux of 30 Rock is the power struggle between network executive Jack Donnery, Alec Baldwin, and showrunner Liz Lemon, Tina Fey. Despite the constant clashing, however, Jack and Liz go from enemies to frenemies to friends as the sitcom progresses. Their friendship is certainly a comedy of errors, but that's precisely what makes them work. They shouldn't be friends, but they are because of their shared experiences and workplace proximity. 21 Goten and Trunks Dragon Ball franchise. In the classic manga-turned-anime Dragon Ball franchise, the most interesting relationship is between Goten and Trunks. The very nature of the series forces them into a rivalry, but at heart, they are best friends. Plus, any pair that can fuse into one being, Gotenks, is automatically a dynamic duo and deserving of recognition. 20 Pam and Dwight The Office Moviestyles DB. The Office is memorable for creating relationships like Jim, John Krasinski, and Pam, Jenna Fisher, but the latter's best dynamic is actually with Jim's longtime frenemy, Dwight, Rainn Wilson. Originally, Pam detests Dwight and helps Jim with various practical jokes at his expense, but her feelings change over the course of the mockumentary. By the end, Pam and Dwight are best friends in the office, and seeing scenes like Dwight comforting a crying Pam or incredulously agreeing to buy her ice cream are especially heartwarming. Dwight and Pam's shocking friendship is more entertaining than the office's core romances. 19 Fiona and V Shameless Moviestyles DB. There are many friendships in Shameless, ranging from mutually destructive to surprisingly sweet, but Fiona, Emmy Rossum, and V Shanola Hampton are the oldest and best. After Fiona becomes the de facto mother figure for her younger siblings, V does everything she can to support her, including treating the Gallaghers like her own family. Fiona and V fought ruthlessly throughout the show, but that's because they were practically sisters. Only someone who sees you as family can hurt you the way Fiona and V hurt each other, and, on the other hand, only someone who loves you like blood can defend you the way Fiona and V do. 18 Naruto and Shikamaru Naruto. Despite the source material implying otherwise, the Naruto anime established that Naruto and Shikamaru were close since childhood. Debates rage on years later, but Shikamaru's role as Naruto's right-hand man is proof positive of their grounded, realistically flawed relationship. Regardless of what Naruto media you enjoy, you can't deny Shikamaru's impact on Naruto's hero's journey. 17 Garcia and Morgan Criminal Minds Moviestyles DB. The original run of Criminal Minds may not seem like the best place to form friendships, but Derek Morgan, Shima Moore, and Penelope Garcia, Kirsten Vangsness, always made the best out of a traumatizing situation. From flirty phone calls to devastating heart-to-hearts, Garcia and Morgan simply understood each other. Decades after the series premiere, Derek and Penelope's bond in Criminal Minds remains one of the most iconic aspects of the crime drama. 16 Chandler and Joey Friends Moviestyles DB. Without question, the most well-known show about friendship is Friends. Within the core group, however, each duo has unique dynamics, with Chandler, Matthew Perry, and Joey, Matt LeBlanc, being the most compelling. Chandler's deadpan sarcasm hilariously juxtaposes Joey's childlike naivety, and their friendship only became stronger as the beloved sitcom went on. 15 Corey and Sean Boy Meets World Mover Stills DB. The original Boy Meets World followed protagonist Corey, Ben Savage, learning tough but necessary life lessons while falling in love with Topanga, Danielle Fishel. Yet, Corey couldn't have survived his high school experience without his best friend Sean, Ryder Strong, who was, in many ways, a second brother to Corey. Their friendship was so unforgettable that Topanga factored Sean into her future plans with Corey, as if the two were physically inseparable. The series finale, resulting in Topanga, Corey, and Sean moving to New York together, felt like the only possible outcome. 14 Midge and Susie The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel Mover Stills DB. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel was a one-of-a-kind show following the titular Miriam, Midge, Maisel, Rachel Brosnahan, as she pursues a career in stand-up comedy. Her manager, Susie Meyerson, Alex Borstein, also becomes her closest confidant as her personal life falls apart. The two experience hardships while trying to launch Midge's career, and Susie embroils her ex-husband in illegal mob activity, but the pair cared about each other as much as the show could allow them to. Their professional relationship was always doomed, but Midge wouldn't have achieved half of what she did without Susie's support. 13 The Straw Hats One Piece. Beyond being one of the longest anime in history, One Piece has an iconic friendship in the form of its pirate crew, known as the Straw Hats because of Captain Monkey D. Luffy's signature look. The crew is a ragtag group, composed of characters from drastically different backgrounds and former occupations. Yet, despite the unusual combination of characters, the Straw Hats crew is a perfect melting pot of distinct personalities. 12 Ilona and Abibroad City Mover Stills DB. Any series where the characters have the same names as the actors is a recipe for success.